Hey, I know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today. Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
Yo, it's your boy Big Ed, aka the Double Vodka Don. I'm here with my esteemed co-host, Melody King, SoundCloud God, Young Wayne Jetski.
Give me the beat, I ride it like a jet ski.
This is 808'S and Smoke Breaks. This is something that me and Jetski have had in the works for a little bit now.
It is indeed.
A little bit of time. We may or may not have procrastinated a little bit. But that's what people, you take your smoke breaks, gets your mind going a little bit. The vibes are flowing in your head. Things are turning. Joints are turning. Blunts are turning. And you push things back a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, we definitely dabbled in the smoke break section more than we did in the 808 section, actually discussing any type of music or musical production. But we're here now, and that's really all that matters.
We're here now. That is what matters. So, this is big. We're going to be talking music, maybe a little sports, pop culture, everything. Everything. This show may go off the rails at times, but bear with us. Because when it goes off the rails, that might be the best content. That might be the best stuff.
That's the highlight.
So, let's jump right into it. Lil Nas X.
Biggest thing in hip-hop.
The
biggest thing in
hot
music.
Pause. The hottest man on the planet right now. Literally on maybe the biggest heater I've ever seen in the rap game.
Old Town
in
Road?
terms of one song. Like Old Town Road it's just taken such a hold on America right now. Literally everyone wants to do a remix on it. We've already heard the Billy Ray Cyrus
Fire.
dropped an absolute heater on it. He's in the studio with Young Thug yesterday. Now we got teasers. Mason Ramsey wants a piece. He wants to jump on it.
Yep.
The Yodel God, the Yodel King. This guy he's unbelievable right now. And his use of Twitter has just been so incredible. Like, all his tweets have just been so fucking funny.
Everything he's done has went viral, and I almost wish I could sit down with him and ask him if he had this mapped out. He had a tweet. I think when the first song first blew up, before Billy Ray hopped on it, and he was like, 2 months ago I was promoting this song on TikTok with negative $5 in my Wells Fargo account, and now I'm here. Now he signed to Columbia, definitely got a big bag. And the way I think what's almost more remarkable with this song is the way he's fucking marketed it and the fucking memes, bro. It just shows you the power of memes. You can get a song in a meme, you're getting the fucking bag.
In 2019, literally that one, the cowboy dancing to it, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
I feel like it almost blew up, kind of settled down, and then just skyrocketed.
Once they got Billy Ray on, it was a fucking rap. And I read that the reason that they got Billy Ray on was when Billy Ray came out with Achy Breaky Heart. I think it was Achy Breaky Heart, or one of his first big songs. They pulled him off the country charts, and then when Lil Nas dropped this shit and it hit the country charts, and they were like, this is not enough country to be on the charts here, and they pulled him off. Billy Ray was like, oh damn, I gotta meet this guy.
And it's crazy too because he had put out some sort of selfie video post. Lil Nas X put out some selfie video post of saying I need Billy Ray on this.
Yeah.
Before Billy Ray even said anything, before he got kicked off the country charts, anything, then he gets kicked off the country charts. Billy Ray actually posted on his Instagram it happened to me too. Basically, I've been kicked off the charts. Just a couple country outlaws.
Yeah.
Let's do something, and they dropped the number one song in the country.
And
right now it sits as the number one song in the country.
And they also gave me my first viral tweet ever. Because
I
was in his Instagram live when Billy Ray first hopped in the studio, and Lil Nas came to the camera and he said, that boy Billy went in, they played that shit, screen recorded it, put it up, went to bed, woke up to 1 million plays on Twitter. I was like, what the fuck is good with this?
See, and that's the thing about this show. It's not all about the smoke breaks.
No.
That's real journalism right there. My man was up at midnight on Lil Nas X's live stream. There was 1,000 people on that live stream. Guess who was one of them? Wayne fucking Jetski. Wayne Jetski was on there. Went VV real quick. Guys always VV. I like to say VV.
Yeah, I think it's a
It
little
reminds
more,
me VVS Diamonds, which rappers rap about, which are pretty cool.
We got to go on this podcast. We have to go with VV.
VV. That was a VV tweet right there. That was huge.
I'm going to go a little conspiracy theory time right now. And I think that Lil Nas is a master manipulator of the Billboard charts because there's no way that country songs get the amount or the density of plays in a short amount of time that hip-hop songs do. I feel like if you looked at the country charts right now, you'd see some Florida Georgia Line shit from a year ago probably in like the top 10. And if you look at the hip hop charts right now, it's something that was released like last week. So I feel like he had to have known that if he manipulated it, instead of putting it as a rap song, he put it as country, it would hit the charts so quick because he had all these memes behind it. And it was the influx of plays were just going to make it skyrocket to number one. And maybe that's why Billboard pulled it down. I don't know. I'm a big conspiracy theory guy, but I feel like that could have been also part of the reason why they pulled it down.
See, I'm all for the good conspiracy theory. I think he's a genius. I think you're right. I think because my thing is, whether you think it's country, hip hop, it doesn't matter. Like I think Joe Budden said it. Like everyone wants to like tell you what you made. Like it's his art. He said it's country. Even a guy like Billy Ray, he said it immediately when he heard it, country. He can call it whatever he wants, and it was genius. Because I think you're right. Because I think like with country people, like they're not as in touch with like the social media wave.
Yeah, I've never seen a fucking Jason Aldean song with a meme.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm yet to hear of I could be wrong. I'm not a country expert, but I'm yet to hear of a country artist pop off SoundCloud.
Yeah, no, it doesn't happen.
But now rappers, like any good rapper that's come out in the last like 4 or 5 years, probably popped off SoundCloud.
Yeah, and they also like know how to put their fucking shit in memes. Like Lil Yachty blew up off having one night in a meme. Like you know how to work the meme game. You know how to work the fucking music game. They
just know how to be. It's all about just being like cool. Just know how to be cool. I remember Yachty in a Noisy interview. That's literally what he said. They were like, how did this happen? Where you just popped off? He was like, I was always popular on Instagram. I kind of just took cool pictures, just put them out. People just fucked with it. He was like, and the guy's asking him like, kind of trying to get him to like explain it, and he's just like, I just threw it on the table. It's just cool. I just have it, and I think that's kind of what Lil Nas X he did with it. Like he kind of just made it his own thing. And now it's just the thing.
Is this song going to end racism?
It might. It should.
It should end racism.
Like Billy Ray and Lil Nas X dropping like the song of the year. That should just end it right there. Like that should end the racial war.
Two polar opposites. One man who's a young black kid from Atlanta and an older white dude who made it in the country game coming together, uniting forces. I mean, that's a beautiful thing in today's divisive society.
It's going to make me shed a thug tear.
It might.
I have thug tears rolling down my eyes as we speak.
What other artists would you like to see dabble in the country wave? Like the would be the most like abstract rapper to put on a cowboy hat and start talking about being in the stable with a honey.
Damn, probably like 21 Savage.
That would be fire.
21 Savage, and it's crazy too because 21 Savage, I bet, could make like a fire like country verse.
Because he's kind of open to the memes as well. Like
he is.
He made a whole song on his last album called ASMR where he just fucking whispers into the mic like, "Yeah, 21, I got a knife. Oh yeah."
What is he into the? What he's talking about, outside or something? I forgot what he said again. Now I like listened to the song a million times and I'm drawing a blank. He's like,
I'll pull the lyrics real quick.
Oh no, he's like, I got lots of stripes.
Let's see the lyrics real quick. ASMR lyrics. He said, I got lots of stripes on my chest. You can roll the dice. You might lose your life. Ooh, that's fire.
Like
sexual.
Like he could do whatever. 21 Savage is more versatile than he gets credit for.
I really agree with that as well, and I would love to see him.
He spits bars. That's the thing about 21 that people like to like. I think the thing with like, especially the new age rap, people try to like pool every single person into like the same thing, and it's just not.
Yeah.
Like they try to put like say like that really, which I think is a really good like XXL freshman. It was like Yachty, Uzi, 21, like all Kodak, all these guys, like they were completely different. Like they're all so different. And I mean, what a phenomenal transition by me. I'm discussing at these transitions. I'm silly. Kodak Black talking shit to, well, not to Nipsey Hussle, but just about Lauren London, R.I.P. Nipsey, about his, were they married? I feel bad now.
I don't know if they were married, but
they were together. They had a kid, correct?
They had children together.
They were together. They were partners, strong partners. And Kodak, I mean, this is just the most typical Kodak in the world. I mean, he went on, what was it, Instagram Live? Or it was just a video?
Yeah, he went on IG Live and he kind of was, I guess, not exactly paying his respects to Nipsey, but saying, like, what a shame it was and saying how Lauren London was going to be a widow and how he'd give her a whole year.
He said, I'd give her a whole year to cry and shit.
Exactly. He'd be like, I'll be the best man I can for her. But then he kind of tried to roll it back and say he wasn't trying to shoot a shot at her, but obviously everyone could understand what he was saying.
It's Kodak.
This is
like
the typical Kodak.
This
fuckery.
is textbook Kodak. Just crossing that line that like no one in their right mind would cross, and he just does it with like a stupid look on his face, like he didn't do anything wrong, and then all these old heads come at him and just be like, yo, you better put some fucking respect on their name, talking all this shit, like respect the old rappers and all this. Like T.I. came out, the Game came out, who
told him to fix it expeditiously. T.I. has a wonderful vocabulary. That's a word I didn't even know existed, and I'm sure it does exist because I just trust T.I. and his vernacular.
He just said expeditiously. Like he says it like he means it, but then he also just says it with such like flair, little pizzazz on the expeditiously.
It's just tough for Kodak right now because he has some serious charges against him. He was facing a lot of heat. Dropped a great album, was kind of getting it back in the good graces of the media while he was fighting this, and then he just can't stop just firing off at the mouth and saying dumb shit. He said some stupid shit about Young M.A. saying like he doesn't understand how she doesn't want to like take a dick, how she doesn't like men. It's like, bro, Young M.A. is pretty solid rapper. In the female game, she has bars.
She like really can spit. Like we're talking like. Not like the you can say making the songs or whatever, but she can like really like rap. And
she's one girl I would never want. She could kick my ass. She's one girl I would not want to fight. She's very open. She's a lesbian. She's open about it.
She's a porn director.
What, really?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
She's like a legit porn director.
Wow, respect.
She's brilliant.
Respect level up again.
A jack of all trades, a Swiss Army knife. She might spit a fire bar freestyle one day. She might direct an Unreal porno the next day. Who knows?
Does she direct only like girl on girl porn, or she does everything?
I want to say girl on girl. I want to say that's her specialty.
That's power move. I mean, if
that's
she's
her expertise.
Yeah, obviously, but hell yeah, that's fucking dope.
She's awesome, and like and then it goes back to Kodak. Like I remember he did this with Lil Wayne, who you will get to know if you listen to this podcast more. Lil Wayne to me is the GOAT. I don't care what anyone says. Best rapper that ever lived. The GOAT, the best. And I mean, he comes at Lil Wayne. They go at it. Then they like make amends. They even do a song together.
Yeah.
And then he just comes at Lil Wayne again, like it was like a few weeks ago. Like Kodak, he just does these things just to do them. I feel like he just can't help himself.
I don't know if it's to stay in the news or he just doesn't give a fuck. I think he loves seek his. Me and my boys are always like this growing up, where you just love to kind of just like say something, say the most offensive shit you can,
offensive, ignorant ass shit because it's just funny.
Yeah,
like just like it'd be like just being like say like LeBron is just being like LeBron sucks. Like when someone's like just gassing LeBron, just be like he sucks. Like just the most like ignorant, just like just a ridiculous thing. Like just being like like Ray Allen can't shoot.
Yeah.
Like just the most out there, just blatantly ridiculous, ignorant talk. I think that's almost kind of he's on. He like can't help himself. But when he does it, there's like millions of people watching, and he can't get away with it.
He's in that kind of like 12-year-old shock value thing. Remember when you're like middle school and like the craziest thing was everyone wanted to like watch fucking these weird shock videos like 2 girls 1 cup or whatever. I feel like that's Kodak's mind. Not two girls shitting on each other, but just like saying the most fucked up thing, vile thing he can, just to kind of like get attention. Not necessarily. I don't think to keep his name in the news. I think he just likes to like fuck with people.
He loves to fuck with people, and that's part of him being young. Like it's so crazy to think like Kodak's been in the game for like a few years. He's like 21.
Yeah, he's a young boy.
Like he's just grown up. Like he came legit just from the hood in Miami. Got rich at probably like 18, and now he's like been rich, has a kid, everything. Like he's still 21. Like he's young as hell. Like when I was 21, I was getting hammered at bars and then coming home and like breaking car mirrors and shit.
Yeah,
I was a jackass when I was 21.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know what you can really.
I'm a jackass right now.
Yeah, I just don't know. I guess you can how you come back from it if you're Kodak though. Right now, like everyone is kind of, I guess, effectively canceling him. They're pulling his music off radio stations in LA. It's like ultimate idiot move, bro. Just do what everyone does. It was a terrible tragedy. Just pay your respects and keep it moving.
He doesn't know how. He doesn't have it in his like. I genuinely don't think he has like genuine ill will. He just can't help to just say like what's on his mind, no matter if it's going to be controversial, not whatever.
I don't think he's going to get pressed. Like, there's no way anyone's going to, like,
No, because he is real. And I don't even think it's that, like, someone like The Game, like, whatever, like, guys like that, like, The Game is as real as it gets.
Yeah.
But I just think with Kodak, like, he knows, like, nothing, like, physical, like, no one's going to, like, harm him physically. And I think the media shit, he doesn't really care that much, probably. So, I mean, he's just, like, whatever. He just says whatever he means. He tries to backtrack on it. And then that's why he might just say something else again a year later because he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, and then he gets clapped back by everybody. Like, T.I. pulls him out of T.I. runs like it's called the Trap Museum, and they take all Kodak's pictures out of there, all like the little. They have almost like a little section for all rappers that came up in like the whole trap era, and Kodak was like, I don't give a shit. I didn't ask you to put me in there, but you know that's a big like I don't want to say diss, but if someone writes you off like T.I., who's been so influential in the game and like has been such a mainstay in the culture industry, a legend, like moved on to do movies, TV shows, an entrepreneur, like that's a tough look, and you know to kind of spin off of that. Then people kind of were also coming at T.I., I guess Kodak fans in his Instagram Live trying to say like, oh, you only got 2 songs, motherfucker, all this shit. And he's like, 2 songs? Bitch, 2 songs? You better get yourself 2 songs like me if I'm here this long off 2 songs.
That video was like just my favorite T.I. That video, and then obviously the one where he's like, they said I got 2 black eyes. He said, but where they at though?
Yeah.
Fuck my hand up though. That's about it. And just like, that's just classic T.I. Him just like, I was loving it. Just him like he's in like the Bahamas or some shit in like a pool with like his family, and you hear his family in the background cracking up. He's like, 2 good songs. He's like, y'all better 18 years. Y'all wish you had 2 good songs. Living like this. Living lavish.
I could think of if I couldn't rank the best 2 T.I. songs, but if I'm just trying to think back to like his
he has a lot of good songs.
In like 24s. That's back from like 2000, probably 2005, 2006. Then.
Bring them out.
All about the money.
The barrels in your mouth.
He's got probably a hit if you go through every 2 years, he's got a hit song.
Think about like you can have whatever you like. Like
it's endless.
Bangers. Swagger Like Us is a smash.
And he's like 5'7", 130 pounds, pulls bitches, and can rollerblade. You ever see fucking roll bounce? He made me want to go out and get old school roller skates and just try to do spins and pull bitches at the roller rink.
Dude, and he was fucking in American Gangster. He was a prospect to the Yankees.
He was in that movie too?
And he said, fuck that life. I want to be like you, Uncle Frank.
And
I want to
slang
this dope. I want to slang this work. I want to be rich.
Damn.
Fuck being. He goes, you blew off the meeting with Steinbrenner. He was like, I want to be like you, Uncle Frank.
I want to sling that dope.
He was sling that work. I want to live in this big ass mansion. Buy a mansion for moms. Not that Yankee baby money.
T.I. might have like he has like that kind of projection. He's not on the level of Jay-Z, but like from going on to like from hip hop starting out as like a true trapper street dude.
One of the people who like started him and Jeezy. One of the real people who
started.
They paved the way for all these Atlanta dudes like Migos and 21 and all these guys now.
Yeah, then broke the barrier, got into film, got into little different entrepreneurial I guess ventures, and now he's just like an old head sitting on millions that doesn't really care. He doesn't have to make music anymore, but I'm sure now this should happen. T.I.'s gonna release a banger in like 2 weeks.
He should. I would love a new see T.I. can always rap. If T.I. puts out something, I'll always listen to it.
Yeah, it's just not even off the fact of like his buzz right now. It's just like a paying homage to someone who has bars,
and has always had bars.
Yeah, 100%.
Has bars for easily over a decade now. I mean, it's T.I., the king of the South. It's the king, homie.
Do you think he's the king of the South, though?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could say that. I would say, at this point, I would say, like, him and Jeezy are kind of like the god. I would give them the title of kind of like, now, like, the Godfather, sort of. Even though you have guys, I mean, them from, like, a rap perspective, because, I mean, you have guys like Killer Mike and guys like that who are kind of, like, big ambassadors for it kind of thing, which Killer Mike is a good rapper, but just not, like, the mainstream popularity that, like, people like T.I. and, like, Jeezy had.
Yeah.
Who they are kind of, like, when I think of like real like Atlanta rap when I was like young like 10 like 8 10 like 12 really getting like into rap music, like those were who I think of when I think of Atlanta music. Obviously like Outkast and shit too, obviously, but like
I think the ultimate king of the South this might be a hot take, is Master P. Even though you don't really think of him as like, he was a little bit before our time.
He's also New Orleans though, which I mean it's the South.
Still the South.
It's
the
South.
Like
see now I guess when you're thinking South, you're thinking all these Atlanta guys. It's kind of like because I feel like New Orleans is definitely the South, but I feel like it's a little different than like Atlanta. Like it's not the coast.
Yeah,
it's a little more like central. Master P's like,
you know, he played in the league. He played in the NBA.
He buy his jersey, the Hornets.
That's fucking crazy.
Number 15.
But
P. Miller.
Too bad his son wasn't as good.
Yeah, Romeo was. It's tough. It's tough to. I can imagine having like your dad being like rich.
He's
like
rich
and like famous.
He's a rich rapper. He played in the NBA. He started fucking, I don't remember what the fuck was their label. It wasn't UGK, but he started like one of the biggest labels down south, and was one of the first like rap multi millionaires. Like, how does Lil Romeo live up to that?
It's tough. I mean, I remember they had that show on. I think was it Nickelodeon?
No Limit Records was
when
his
when he was younger. They had that show on Nickelodeon, which I used to watch.
Oh, Lil Romeo.
That's what I'm saying. He had him. I mean, then there was all the talk. Obviously, they grew up with like DeRozan and Cali. Then all like he gets the scholarship to go play ball at USC, and they're like, oh, like you just got that because they basically like DeRozan pretty much like said like, oh, because he was like a top like 5-10 recruit in the country, like guaranteed lottery pick. Like, oh, like you're gonna like if you're gonna take me, like bring my boy also. Which I mean, he actually legitimately like played minutes at USC, so it's like he couldn't have been that bad. But I mean, it sucks to like have just that thrown on you your entire life, just being like having to live up to that, and like no one like is ever gonna basically say you earned something.
Is that gonna be the biggest? Does he have the biggest shadow in hip hop that he's got to overcome, like as a child of a great? Or do you think like Kanye's kids, like are they gonna be able to? Are they gonna be musically great? Or do you think they're just gonna live off the fucking Kardashian?
I mean, you saw his daughter already with that video of her like on the mic. Like,
yeah, but they plugged her. They cut her fucking mic. She didn't get to sing.
Well, I mean, her voice. Kanye was like, "Yo, she's trash."
Yo, if your dad.
Yo, Kanye's the one. If there was someone that would be like, "Yo, my daughter's trash," I think Kanye would be the one.
I don't know. He's so convoluted in his head. He probably is gonna think she's awesome like forever. But I could see like in a year him having like producing a full. Is it North? Is the daughter?
Yeah,
North. A full Northwest album. Like
I mean, like they named her Northwest. It's a fucking direction.
And that's up too. North is up.
It's fucking Portland.
Yeah, so
Portland is Northwest. Not even like Northwest isn't even like cool. Northeast is way better.
Or Southeast.
Southeast is.
He
good.
should have done Southeast because that's like where the.
But I mean, well, I guess his last name is West, so he couldn't control that.
Yeah, what am I saying? He couldn't do Southeast.
Northwest is just like
sense. He could just be like, it's
like
Southeast West.
Yeah, like Southeast West. I mean, that's an oxymoron.
Yeah.
Can you be East and West at the same time?
But do you think that they're going to be like, he's going to push them to be musically inclined, or are you just going to let them be on reality TV?
I don't know. I mean, it's crazy that he's even just doing Keep Up with the Kardashians now.
Have you watched the first season at all?
No, but I am a Keeping Up with the Kardashians fan. I did watch before Kanye, so now with Kanye, I definitely will be tuned in.
I feel like he should not have cameras on him 24/7. Like too much shit that he.
No, but it's awesome
that he can say.
Because the shit that's stewing in his brain, that where like when he speaks every like few weeks or whatever on like Twitter and goes on these rants and all this shit, and we're like, where the fuck is this coming from? Now he's gonna be just spewing these thoughts all the fucking time, and it's gonna be awesome.
I feel like Kanye's brain.
I need to be inside. Like I need to be inside his brain. Like I need to know what. Like, what did he say? He was like, I want us to be like the Incredibles in that, like, social clip.
He's probably dead-ass serious.
He literally was like, oh, like, he was like, the wife's got a big... He literally was like, the wife's got a big ass.
Mrs. Incredible is fucking thick as hell.
Like, hell yeah. And so was Kim.
Yeah.
He literally said that. It was so funny. And he's like, oh, like... Where he was like, I want our little family to be like the Incredibles. And I was like, this is some shit that only Kanye West would say.
If we had alien contact... Or if alien contact has already been like established on Earth, like I feel like Kanye could 100% have been an alien.
He could be. You've seen his haircut lately?
No, what is he?
He has like the crazy it's shaved, like he has like a normal kind of like edge up, but then he has like all these crazy designs on like the top of his head, like how like a barber would do some shit on, like the side of your head. It's like all like on the top, and it looks wild.
I feel like Kanye's brain is just like if you like took pinball and you pulled the thing back, and for some reason you like blocked off the bumpers at the bottom so it couldn't fall through, and you just keep shooting back and forth consistently. Like
and too with it, he just like dings every single thing, like every single like bell and whistle it hits. That's like a thought. And he's like spew,
yeah.
Just spews it all out.
Kanye's like your Adderall brain. If your Adderall brain was then like
on Adderall,
yeah. If your Adderall brain was on Adderall, or if like your Adderall brain left your body and like did a lot of blow,
and then did like ecstasy and like acid too.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like putting every like type of psychedelic in a blender at once, and I feel like if you could harness whatever Kanye's like attention span or brain processes like on a daily basis and like harness it and put it in like a pill form, that shit would be the ultimate festival drug.
Oh, dude, do you know how much that would cost?
You want to just pop a Kanye?
I love that. We need to like invent this now. We need to like find like a scientist, chemical guy, cook it up in the lab. Throw all these jugs together, call it the Kanye. Do you know how much Hypebeast would pay for that? They pay $500 for Yeezys. You know how much they pay for the Kanye drug? $5,000.
It's like
I think we're onto something right now.
It's like the Limitless pill, except also mixed with like a shit ton of ayahuasca.
A shit ton of what?
Ayahuasca.
I don't even know what that
It's
is.
like a root, and you chew it, and you just trip balls. It's what the Indians. It's what the Indians eat.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So maybe it'll be like in that. Maybe it's not a pill. Maybe it's like a piece of bark.
I think I bet if you chew like the bottom of Yeezys, like the rubber, I bet it gets you high, and that's probably what it is.
I bet, like, think about the people who make the shoes. They must just be, like, out of their minds. Like, the guys in little sweatshops, like, making that shit up, just putting that leather, just, like, slapping it on. They must be catching at least a contact high.
Because that's...
Someone needs to do that now. We need to find someone. We should, like, invest in a pair of Yeezys and just eat them and see what happens.
I think that's what Kanye does. He just eats his shoes, and because, like... do you think he touches every? I feel like Kanye would be the type of person that like he would go to the Yeezy factory and like bless like each shoe. He definitely does it.
He goes up. He does a little like he doesn't like do like the cross like Catholics do or like anything that like other religions do. He has like his own thing. Like he like comes up and just like rubs his like skin like all over.
Just rubs
like,
it on his cheek,
like
like
lathers in it and then like rubs it like his face and then just hums over it or something. Like he just goes up to all the shoes that are all just like pre-made, like ready to go, like ready to put in boxes. It's like, and he's just like, all right, like they're good. Like send them out, box them up. Let's go make some fucking cash.
I feel like there really could be some validity to like the idea that Kanye eats the bottoms of his shoes.
There's a good chance. The more and more we're talking about it, the more I'm getting convinced that he at least like licks it.
Yeah, he's got
that. You know what? That's what he probably does. He probably picks up each shoe and just licks it. And just licks the bottom
and puts
of
it down, and that's how it has the Kanye staple.
Sticks it on. He just goes, bang.
That's why his album hasn't came out because he's just in the fucking Yeezy factory licking all the fucking bottoms of the Yeezys.
Maybe he does that to his albums too. I don't think I've ever bought a hard copy Kanye album, but if it ever scratches, maybe he just kind of like gives it a little lick, splat,
puts it back. It's all
just
good
like
to go.
slaps, or maybe even he. I was gonna say maybe he licks his hand and just like
Easy
slaps
grease.
it, but nah, he definitely takes the actual bottom. He might even like have somebody like, yo, like go out for a run in these, bring them back, then lick them.
I like that.
Just so we can taste like this is what the hard work is. Like this is what I get up for every day. Make these comfortable, good looking shoes, so people will buy them. And if they're gonna buy them, the least I can do is lick them.
Kanye, I think Kanye's like he's a ball fan, right? He plays ball a little bit. I've seen videos of him playing with like Drake, I think.
I don't know. If
I feel like you can't take Kanye to the whole.
I see Kanye as not being a good athlete. There's some that I see, like some like rappers that I see being good athletes. Kanye is not one of them. I can see Kanye having like a really ugly. I can see Kanye shooting like Sean Marion, but just like never goes.
Do you remember that? There was a meme that said Kanye plays basketball against like a wheelchair kid, drops 85 on him, beats him 85-0.
I mean, I could see that because he's probably hyped. He's probably just sitting there getting like every rebound. He's like going up like. They're sitting there in their chair trying to like reach up for him. He's just like stuffed. He's like mushing.
I'm the
face.
greatest. I am a god.
He's like he's like running point. He's like looking for like screens.
They said that there's this rapper Daylight. He's like a very famous troll, but he's a battle rapper. I think Roan told me he battled him once actually. But he's always on DJ Vlad with these crazy stories, and he said that he was in a writing session with R. Kelly. Before like all this shit came to light, like before, I mean everyone knew about that he was a sick fuck, but before this all came to light in the media, and he was playing basketball with him and his crew, and there was a full 5-on-5 game, like they rented out the Staples Center, something crazy, some like professional facility they were playing at, and there was a 5-on-5 game, and R. Kelly's team got a fast break, and so it's R. Kelly and 4 of his boys. And one of his boys has the ball. He's probably at the opposite three-point line, about to like bring it in, whatever, shoot a layup, and get a little fast break basket. But R. Kelly was gassed in the back, so they waited at the three-point line for R. Kelly to cross, and they gave him the ball, and everyone on the other team let him score. So no one else was allowed to shoot on the team the whole time. Everyone was getting boards and letting R. Kelly just like waddle his way down the court, hit him with the rock, and then he could shoot.
That's like they run. That's like
I see that
was
what Kanye would do.
That's like running one of those like D3 offenses where they literally just have like one guy that they just shoot 3 every single time, and he just shoots it.
Yeah.
So he'll average like 50 a game, but he shoots like. He'll be like 30 for like 70 from the floor every game. They just kick him like they just get the board, like kick it out.
It's always some fucking 5'9" white kid from like Indiana.
Yep.
Who drops like 40 points a game.
In high school, he averaged like 47 a game.
Yeah, shooting 28 from fucking 62 a game from the field.
He knows Larry Bird's family like personally
very well.
Like he's like good friend. His like mom was like his neighbor or something.
And
growing up,
but he's super Christian.
Oh yeah.
I have a theory
like
on
a version
why,
that's saving himself from
yeah,
marriage.
I have a
like
theory
hardcore Bible banger.
on why all these like kids at like BYU, like Jimmer, are such good athletes, and I think it's the pent up nut. I think if you have that much nut in your balls, one, it's so. Someone's probably said this before. It's probably your balls are probably so heavy and irritated because they're not jerking off, they're not fucking, and they just want to fucking hit something because they can't fuck. No. So their balls are just so built up, and the extra nut just gives them a testosterone boost, and they become superhumans.
When I played high school football, my coach used to, like, this was dead serious. He used to literally be like, don't jerk off. The night before the game, the day of the game, I swear to God, he used to say that. Like, keep that pent-up energy, keep that testosterone inside your ball sack and not sprayed all over your mother's sheets, and fucking save that shit. And then blast the first guy you see, not with your nut, with your shoulder.
That would be nice.
And then bust a big ass nut when you get home.
That I like that theory, and I tried to do that in sports. I played lacrosse in college, but I was a goalie, so like I would have to jerk off because I'd be too tense and I'd be like freaking out. Like, all these 90-mile-an-hour balls are flying at me, so I need to shoot fucking 90-mile-an-hour balls before the game and relax. But I do agree, like in contact sports, you shouldn't be nutting. The other day, before I went to the gym, like I just got home, took a long train ride home, and I don't know, something just caught my eye on the Instagram timeline or whatever. It was some twerking, like some Instagram thought he twerking, pulled up Pornhub, Tiana Trump, shout out you, got my nut off, got what I had to do before I went to the gym, and then I went to the gym and my energy levels were just drained because the nut had left me.
Yeah, especially dude being a fat guy, like once you lay down in bed and like bust a nut, there's like a 10-minute standpoint where like I can't move. I'm literally I'm in a nut, like a post nut coma.
I was like,
where I'm literally just like laid out like a starfish on my bed, just like.
The worst part is I was telling myself, I was like, you have to go to the gym, dude, don't do this, like chest day, like don't jerk off right now because you're not gonna have any energy to like work out after. And I'm just like, no, I can power through. And then I was convincing myself, like rationalizing to myself, I was like, well, I'll be at the gym and there'll be all these girls in yoga pants and sports bras and stuff, and if I jerk off now, then I won't be at the gym thinking about sex or thinking about these girls and their fat butts doing squats, and then I won't be popping boners at the gym because that's an awkward situation for everybody. So I rationalized why I needed to do a pre-gym nut, and then just fucked myself up.
It's brutal. I mean, I don't go to the gym very often. I take years in between. But I mean, I see the rationalization with that, but I feel like that's kind of the thing. Like with football, like it's like my coach, like he wants you to save all that like that pent up energy and like force it out, because I feel like the gym is like probably the weirdest place to get a boner. But I also feel like when you're at the gym, like girls' asses will catch your eye literally everywhere you look. But at the same time, it's like in a weird mindset, because I feel like you're not like when you're like by yourself and just sitting like on Instagram. You know how easy it is, like, oh, like I can literally just like, I'm like in my bedroom right now, like I can literally just whack one out right now.
Yeah.
But like when you're in the gym, you're in that weird spot, like you're working out, like you're sweaty.
You can't jerk off in the gym.
Like your dick's in like a flaccid, weird space.
No.
Like you might be wearing compression shorts, might not. Like you're in a weird spot. It's tough. Like I don't like. It's a weird like. I feel like I've never gotten. Like I said, I don't go very often, but I feel like you wouldn't, even though all the asses you see out there. It's still like a weird place to even like for a boner just to like come on to you.
I don't know if I've ever gotten a physical like boner in the gym just because like if you're like running or something. It's hard to get a boner on like the treadmill.
You might get some spank bank material.
Yeah, but it's fucked up because it like really throws off like any ability to focus. Excuse me. When you see these girls and like they always do the same exercises. It's always, I feel like every day is ass day at the gym for hot girls.
It is.
I never see girls on the bench. I never see them like on the fly machine. All they're doing
what the fuck do they need biceps for? They need a nice ass.
All they do is run the treadmill, squats, and then do the fucking vagina machine, the butterfly thing. Like, what is the point of that? That's supposed to like strengthen their.
I was gonna say, you think there's like workout regimens like to have like a strong vagina?
Yeah, Kegels, bro.
Because I know there's like, oh, isn't there like an egg thing you're thinking that they show you like they work on like gripping, like they can like so they can like really like grip your dick like while it's inside.
What, they just fucking squat on an egg and pick it up?
No. I feel like there was some sort of thing I heard of like where they work on like grabbing it. So
that's like reverse birth.
That's what I'm saying. So like when you're fucking them, it's almost like they can literally kind of like grip your dick like while it's in there, so it's like goes like in and out, so it like you feel the different like pressure.
And they do this with a raw egg, and they
no, not like a raw egg. Like I probably should elaborate. Like an egg-shaped thing. I feel like I saw this on like I was gonna say Shark Tank, but I almost feel like this is probably
there's no way that
not AB. This probably not for ABC.
Hello, sharks. My name's Juliet, and I will be squatting on this egg today.
She like they're like, oh, like what's this thing? Like because they have that moment where they like come into the Shark Tank and they have all
feel
this,
how tight it is, Mark.
All this stuff out there.
3 fingers.
They're like, come on, try it. Robert's like, oh, I want to try. Like, I'll try it.
Yeah.
Like, do I need to wear a helmet? Like, some dumbass shit that he always says. They come in, he sticks his finger, and he's like, oh yeah, this is real. And Mark's like, oh, like let me see. And like O'Leary, once O'Leary's his horny ass fucking he's like, oh, like let me take a gander over there.
What's his?
He offers her some deal for like.
What does he always want?
He'll like offer her. He'll like try to like buy.
He wants a percentage for every egg that goes
inside
inside
you.
Buy
her vagina and then like get 5 cents for like every like thrust that goes inside of her for like the rest of her life. He'll literally be sitting there just like, oh, like he'll literally just have a little. He'll like knowing him, like he's really frugal about his money. He'll have like a little like machine that like a little counter in her pussy that like every like thrust that goes in, it's like a money like ching ching.
I need
ching,
a royalty
ching,
rate for
ching.
every dinner you get after from your pussy.
Every dinner, he's like he'll be like you can keep the dinners you get from it, but every time you get fucked, like I get a piece, and I get a big piece, like half of it.
Half of the dick?
No, like half of like the money. Like the money that's made. Like honestly, probably not. Like she probably won't get anything. He'll probably just be sitting there just getting fucked. He'd be like, oh, like you get all the money, like you get fucked, like, and then I'll just take all the cash. You can just like give me all the money you make from your business while you're getting fucked.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because you shouldn't be fucking. You should be working, and making me more money than you make for yourself.
That's usually.
That's why he never makes deals. And the ones he does make deals, like they're like, all the other sharks are like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Why would you take this deal from this? Like, have you ever watched the show before? Like, he fucks everyone.
Yeah, he always wants a royalty. He always wants, like, some royalty.
I've never seen him make a deal without a royalty.
He's always like, great deal. Wait, royalty.
He'll be like, someone will be like, oh, like, I'll give you, like, 100,000 for, like, 20%. I'll be like, no, like, I have a deal, too. Like, I'll
give me everything
I'll give you 100,000. Like, no equity. But I need $10 on that thing. Like, how much does it sell for? Like, 12. So I need, like, $10 off the top until I get my money back. Then it's $5. He'll be like, how the fuck am I supposed to make any money? What the fuck?
Just robs him blind. And now
O'Leary is something else.
And now every time fucking, we should create that though. Like we should create a new, like Kegel device. Like there's got to be one, but I think that's what when they have like it's the machine that has the pad on either thigh.
Oh yeah,
and they bring it in. Like I call it the vagina machine. I don't know if it is the vagina machine, but I feel like if you even if you make like
I think it's for your thigh. I think it's for your thighs though. Because I feel like I can imagine, like, I feel like your thighs would just be burning.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I think there's some sort of machine that, like, you, like, stick, it literally, like, works out your vagina and, like, makes it, like, legitimately, like, stronger. So, like, they're physically capable, like I was saying before, they're physically capable of, like, gripping it. Which would be awesome.
There's no penis equivalent.
Because it's almost literally, like, when you're, like, fucking her, it's almost like it's getting, like tighter, looser, like, it's like a change, which is, like, good. I feel like that would be awesome.
There's no penis equivalent though. There's nothing you can do to like really. I mean, you can. I don't know. You don't want to like attach weights to your dick.
I mean, there's no. I mean, we can't. That's the thing with girls. Like, we can't control. Like, see, that's another reason why girls are blessed. Like, they can always get fucked.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, like you get whiskey dick. Like you get like something like.
Well, actually, have you ever had a girl who had an issue with self lubrication?
I mean, like yes and no, but I mean, see, that's such an easy fix. Like I have, but it's like I feel like it never becomes a problem because like if you just have lube, like it's just not an issue.
Who the fuck has lube?
You're a little freak. You never know. You lose a little something. Yeah, I actually had a friend in college who used Barbasol.
Barbasol?
Like not on purpose, like just one time.
Shaving cream?
Yeah, but like the gel.
That girl that must have nuked her pussy.
It burned.
That's fucked up.
Dude, there was this one kid in high school who we used to call him fucking Hot Wings because he like finger blasted this girl after he ate wings, and she said her pussy like burnt because it was like.
Yo, girls so like, hot. Shout out to them like for letting.
They're troopers, dude.
Troopers, and letting us like fingering them. Because think about it, you can just go like this and just wipe your finger on the ground.
You don't lick your fingers after having some wings. Like this dude literally ate some wings, and then just somehow went straight from eating wings to just finger blasting this girl with his sticky
guys are fucking gross
wing sauce fingers right up in her snatch.
That's just fucked up. And like I could never imagine like the shit that girls have to go through. Like even if you're like a hot dude, there's no way we smell good when you pull us from a bar. Like we're on top of you. I know. Like if I ever like pull a girl from a bar, I know if she's like giving me a head, I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, you shouldn't have to do this. Like dude, I know I'm sweating. I was just dancing, trying to fucking hit the woe to Old Town Road for 13 straight minutes in the club wearing leather pants.
I'm solid over 300 pounds. I go crazy on the dance floor. Anytime I pull some ass, I'm like, I can't believe she's letting me fuck her right now.
Right?
But she is. And then the crazier part is when they let you fuck again.
Are you a big get ridden guy just because you're a big dude, so you'd rather lay in the back and have her do the work?
It's funny too because I feel like a lot of girls it's almost like it's an unspoken thing.
They just know.
Like a lot, like they kind of just know. Like it'll be crazy. Like I remember like this one time I was fucking. We had this like in college. We had this big like party, whatever the house, like a water slide, all this shit. And I lived there, so I know bringing a girl upstairs. She's like sucking my dick, like just without saying anything. She just like hops right on top, and it's awesome.
It's great. It's an unspoken rule.
It's the best, and it's so funny because one of my boys like walked in on me, and then we talked about it after, and he was like, "Yo, like the first time we fucked that girl, she just got on top," and I was like, "Hell yeah!" I was like, "That was the first position."
Yeah.
I was like, "You walked in like pretty much like a minute after like I was inside of her."
I would just have to imagine they just know what's going down. Like you're a big dude, like you're not going to want to do a lot of the work. You want to, you want it to be enjoyable for everyone. You don't want to get tired.
Yeah, at least let me warm up a little bit first, because then once like then I get on top, like then that's gonna be the finale.
Yeah.
Like then like I'm going hammer, like I'm chasing a nut, like I'm chasing to give you a nut. Hopefully, probably not. Like I'm probably gonna get mine. Like you get yours.
It'll feel okay for you.
Yeah, like I mean, you'll probably like maybe go home like. Maybe like rub one out, like think about someone else, like and rub one out and finish my job off.
Which I'm fine with. Like as long as
I'm good. I'll give you. I gave you 6 good innings. Bring it home. We're up 2-1.
Yeah.
Bring it home for me. You're the reliever. You know what you like better than I do. Bring it home.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Like girls, I feel like girls definitely like being on top more just because we don't know what the fuck we're doing with our dicks.
Yeah, most likely it's true.
You're just stabbing around there. So, that's not a bad problem to have. Like, she gets to be in control. She gets to do what she wants. She gets to ride our little peckers for a little bit and try to get to the right spot.
I remember that specific sexual encounter. I remember she's like, oh, like, does that feel good? And I'm like, hell yeah. I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah, you're letting me have sex with you.
I'm like, yeah, like, you're literally doing everything. I was like, I'm literally laying on my back in my bed. And you're just on top of me, just going to town, and it's awesome. I was like, hell yeah, it's awesome. Like, I hope you're like even remotely enjoying this. Like, maybe that's why she was asking. Maybe she's hoping like I'm not enjoying it. Hopefully he is. And I'm like, yeah, I am.
What happens if you hit her with a no? Like, have you ever told a girl like, just if a girl asked you, "You enjoying this?" and you say no? I could only imagine like what would happen.
I've like not that happened, but I've kind of just like stopped. Like, I remember this one girl, I hooked up with her for, like, a while. Like, I was a senior, she was a freshman. Like, she kind of was, like, a whatever thing. And I was one of those that you just kind of hit up, like, when, like, you don't bring anything home and you're just, like, horny, you need it.
The slump buster.
I remember it was, yeah, like, she's a lock.
Yeah.
She's a lock. And then I think the last time, I just, like, I had this weird thing that I just was, like, I'm just not attracted to this girl at all. Like, it was one of those, we've had, like, it was kind of like like an NFL player who just played like one too many years.
Yeah.
I just gave her I just signed a 1-year contract that I shouldn't have signed when I hit her up. And then that time I was just like, I remember I literally like, it was literally all hitting my head at once. I was like really high. I was just like, I literally got like kind of, I started getting soft and I was just like, yo, like,
dude,
I'm good.
That's the fucking worst. Like, I've never told a girl that I couldn't have sex with her out of like not like liking her or anything, but I'm like the whiskey dick king. My dick gets hard. Like I promise you, it can get hard usually. But like, I can't tell you how many times like I brought a girl back just fucked up, and then it's probably I'd say under 10, definitely greater than 5. And my dick just goes full fucking noodle, accordion penis. Like it's just like trying to throw a piece of wet pasta into.
Because that's how it is, especially like when you have like whiskey dick. Once you get it hard, once it goes soft, you're done.
And you try to like thumb it in like
nothing,
it's like a noodle.
And then you're sitting in that weird spot where she's playing with it like nothing's happening, like she's sucking it, nothing happened. Then it's get to the point you're sitting there playing with it. She's just basically watching you play with it, nothing. That was almost what happened that time. But then I just was kind of like. I didn't even like start playing with myself once I just was kind of like, yo, like, it's good. Like, you did your best. Like, it's not you, it's me.
And the worst is like when you have the small whiskey penis, it's like the smallest penis ever.
Oh my god!
And
it's so embarrassing. I promise you,
like my dick is not this small.
It's so embarrassing. It's. I'm just thinking about it now because then you're
it's a little thumbnail dick.
You don't even like want her to see it.
No,
because you're like because then you get to a point you're in like your most flaccid state you've like ever been in. You have like 20 like negative 20 like below penis.
This happened to me one time. I got like whiskey dick after I was having sex with a girl, and like I knew like I could feel it getting soft. I was like, fuck, like I don't want to like just tell this girl I couldn't get hard. So I pretended to like pull out and pretended that I came in my hand. I just went like, and like put my hand over my
What a
penis.
move.
And then I like ran to the bathroom and I just like,
What a
pretended to
move.
like wash my hands. And she was like, what the fuck was that? And I was like, I came. I didn't want to disrespect you and like come on you. And she was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Just like come on me, you weirdo. And I was just like, sorry. Actually, KFC talked about this. They said the dude came in his hand one time. I remember hearing it on KFC Radio one time, but this is prior to that. I swear to God, I didn't actually come in my hand. I pretended to come in my free hand.
That's not a bad move. Because I almost feel like what's weirder, like being... It's like... I guess, like, getting whiskey dick might be more normal than being the guy that comes in his hand. Because that is low-key, like, a psychopath move. But I don't blame, like, the fake come in your hand.
Because I think I'd rather be the weirdo that came in his hand and, like, people... Like she
It was
thinks
your
that
bailout.
I
You
can
panicked.
complete sex.
You panicked.
Then think that I'm like have erectile dysfunction, which I don't. Maybe I do. I don't know. But like then her to think that I couldn't finish the job. Like she obviously didn't have an orgasm, but just at least that I could complete a sexual.
You panicked. It happens.
Yeah, a sexual endeavor.
You panicked. You made a move. Maybe you'd go back and change the move. Maybe you won it. It's a learning. That's a lesson.
Yeah, and I remember like afterwards, I was like, and she left. I was just like, what the fuck was that? That was like the weirdest thing ever. And she literally was just like you came in your hand, just come on me, you weirdo. And I was like, sorry.
That's honestly said that what an all-time quote. Just come on me, you weirdo. Just out of context.
Nice girl, really nice girl. Didn't deserve that.
808's is that's talking coming and whiskey dick with 808's smoke breaks. On to our segment. This is a segment we're going to be doing every show. What do we decide on? Rap Battle Royale. That is going to be the name.
Yeah.
There was some confusion. Battle Rap Royale. We didn't want any confusion with actual battle rapping. Jessica's a rapper. I cannot rap. I'm not a rapper. So basically what this segment is, we're going to have our producer, Colin Cooper. He is going to be picking 2 rappers that we would like to see go face off in a steel cage death match. I'm talking like octagon, steel cage, like no weapons, nothing. Loser.
Kind of like celebrity deathmatch
Yeah,
style. But
basically celebrity deathmatch. Loser dies in the ring. Winner gets to walk out and see the day.
Lil Uzi versus Fat Gucci Mane. Before Gucci got thick. 'Cause
wow.
Gucci has the 6-pack and like he's shredded right now. But Fat Gucci, when he was leaned out, had the fat lean belly, was drinking a pint of Activist a day, eating fucking McDonald's 10 times a day. He wasn't moving the way he is. He wasn't looking how
We're
he
talking
is
like
now.
bitch I might be Gucci.
Bitch, I might be Gucci. Like just got the ice cream cone face tat. Who is gonna go toe to? Who's gonna win in that toe to toe matchup?
See, on Gucci's size, a clear, like not even need to be decided, clearly just way bigger, way taller, just built so differently than Uzi. I respect Uzi because I remember the video of him him and Rich the Kid, right? Had beef, and he wanted all the smoke, like all the smoke with Rich the Kid. And Rich the Kid was like not like
Rich the Kid's a tiny motherfucker.
Uzi, but he's like taller though.
Yeah.
Like, Uzi showed up, like, ready to, like, throw fists, like a fucking millionaire rapper, like, ready to throw hands on the street. And Rich was not with it. So I'll give him that. But I still think Gucci just, like, in just pure, like, mass size and just being with the shits, I still think Gucci just, like, pummels him.
I see what you're saying, and I agree. Like, Gucci's a monster. Gucci's a street dude. But Uzi's fucking weird, dude. He's a weirdo, and because he's weird, I feel like maybe he could pull it off. He's fast as fuck. He's little. You see him at all his concerts. He just jumps into the crowd and fucking sprints and makes everyone chase after him, and no one can catch the dude. Mid-song, like, he'll be doing Money Longer. There was a video of him at Made in America Festival. He jumps into the crowd with his microphone and does, like, a fucking 300-meter relay, jumping over picnic tables like they're hurdles, and no one can catch him. And like we said, he's not a bitch. He pressed Rich the Kid. He's kind of cut up, but also because he's so weird, I think of Uzi like that weird kid in class who like doesn't talk, and then someone presses him in gym class, and he whips out like some weird karate. Like he can fucking like taekwondo your ass to the ground. I feel like Uzi would run Gucci in circles, and then when he's tired, do like some roundhouse kick to him and take him out.
See, I like where you're going with it just because I could see it like starting out where like Gucci just tries to like attack him, and then I could see Uzi pulling out like some crazy moves where like this isn't like a boxing match, like this isn't like a street fight, this is like either you win or you die. And I see like Uzi like straight like going like straight for like the eye gouge off rip.
Yeah, he definitely
like,
doesn't fight
fish
there.
hooking him like some crazy shit, and then
Biting him.
and then Gucci, yeah, it's like biting like scrap whatever, and then Gucci like all of a sudden realizes like, oh fuck, like he can just do like this isn't like a fucking just like a fight where like you're talking punches and maybe like stomping him out when he's down. Like we're talking like whatever goes, and that throws him off. Especially him being fat Gucci, he's probably like off lean. He's probably like fucked up, like maybe pills. Like I don't know what kind of shit he was on. Definitely the lean heavy. And then like who knows? So I mean, you're starting to swing me a little bit.
Uzi also is like a Satanist, and he isn't obviously skilled in the dark arts. He might just conjure up a demon mid-cage match.
I mean, if demons come out, all bets are off.
Yeah,
That's even like if you bet this with like a bookie, like once if a demon just like flies out of thin air,
set the line for us
like
right now.
You need to like. I mean, Gucci's definitely gonna be the favorite on
100%.
pure size, but I think if like a demon comes out, then you have to like that should just be like
can
an
you
automatic
live bet?
like.
Can you change the bet?
I think
Can
it
you
needs to
live
be.
bet
I think that's an automatic like cancel the bet.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, like whatever side you bet on, it's just like
And you see Uzi
whatever side you bet on, it just like stops.
Drawing a
Like, you're
pentagram
just
in
like,
blood.
Like this can't like because if I'm Gucci, I'm like yo, hold on. I'm like yo, what the fuck? Like you're pulling a fucking demon. I was like, I thought we were gonna like just fight. Like I mean, we're gonna like I was like my plan was just to murder you. Like I didn't think you were gonna like pull out like a sixth sense that was gonna come out and like rip my soul out and then beat me over the head with it. That's not fair.
I think also Uzi could possibly just weird Gucci the fuck out, like the fuck out to the point where he just wouldn't want to fight. Like you see all these videos of Uzi like walking like a, not even like a woman. He walks like a feminine alien. He's not like of this world. He'll like walk up to people and like have his chest out and like his ass.
He almost walks like he's like on a runway.
Yeah, he 100% walks like a model. I think he might like Gucci might just not want to fight him, and then it'd be like, and then Uzi would just run up and gouge his eyes out.
Yeah, Gucci would definitely be weirded out by him. Like I feel like Gucci would just be like, what's this guy's deal? Like he has a fucking like septum ring. Like I'm not really with that.
Yeah.
Like why does he have like piercings like on his face? Like I don't know what's going on. Like he's like, yeah, like he's fucking summoning like a demon. Like they like ring the bell and all of a sudden he's like drawing shit on the ground.
Like a pentagram.
And he's like, why is he not like trying to attack me? Like why is he
all
like
my
why is he
friends are dead.
why is he humming weird things? Gucci, I think Gucci would be puzzled, especially that Gucci. Gucci has a much clearer head now. So I would say he's even more intelligent now.
But that's not the Gucci we're talking about, though.
No, that's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to like bring it back. Like I'm like, but this was a Gucci that was. At times it almost seemed like he's on the spectrum.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite videos on the internet of all time is when he has he's wearing the Bart Simpson chain.
Hey, what? Smoky,
He's
Bart.
like, smoke. Like, look, he's smoking. He's smoke. And he like, puts his foot on. I'm like, yo, like that Gucci.
That's Gucci we're talking about.
He might have some trouble, like in a death match. Like I think if we like throw like the gloves on him or like a UFC fight, I think it's like an easy win. Like
Yeah, I might be overestimating.
He just
Uzi
pummels him
weirdness
with
thing.
just pure like. I don't know how tall Gucci is, but I feel like just from seeing around, he's got to be over 6 foot. Uzi's like legit like 5. Like I feel like he's like 5, like 6.
I think if Gucci, so I do think Uzi could take him out. Here's my tail of the tape. I think if Gucci could keep him within like a 4 foot range and could eliminate Uzi running back and forth, running behind him, like I think of Uzi like Crash Bandicoot almost, but a little bit smaller. Like he's just moving around at all times, and Gucci's kind of like Bowser, or maybe I would say.
I think that's a decent comparison.
Or Uzi's like Mario. Uzi's like Mario, and
yeah, Gucci's like Bowser.
And
yeah,
Gucci's
yeah.
like Bowser. Yeah, pardon me. So I think if just like when you're playing Super Mario, if like Bowser gets you close, like, you're fucked. But if Uzi could bounce around, like get these get some magic mushrooms in him, get a little weird, run around, keep his distance, attack from the outside, I think it's plausible that he could take Gucci out. But like I said, if Gucci gets him in close, you're a done deal, Uzi. I'm sorry, all your friends are dead, and now you're dead.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. Because I keep getting this vision in my head of like, oh, like Uzi doing all this crazy shit, him running. But I was like, if Gucci can at any point in time put Uzi on his back, it's over.
Yeah,
because he is gonna
time.
sit there and just it's not like a school fight where you're just on top beating someone up and then eventually like you kind of just get ripped off.
Yeah,
and the guy on the ground clearly just like he's over it. Like you're on your back, just getting your head mashed in, and you clearly get to a point where like, yo, like he's got it. Like there's when you fight till you literally die.
Yeah, when you're in the battle rap royale, it's
there's
deathmatch.
never he's got it till he's literally not breathing.
Yeah.
So if Gucci can just get him on his back, which I think I'm gonna believe in Gucci. I'm gonna believe that because you have to remember, Fat Gucci is also the Gucci who was followed home from the club after bringing a girl home, was fucking her, was mid-stroke when like 2 or 3 guys came in like with guns, and he was able like to grab the gun that he had in his room, kill one of them, and chase them off. So that's a Gucci who, when you throw him in the fire, he's ready. Do you know that story?
Yeah, I know that story.
Like that's a Gucci. Like that is that, and that was that was like the Gucci we're talking about.
Yeah, that's fat, lean Gucci.
And that, so he was like that was a not prepared, like dick out, like hard dick inside of a vagina, and he still was able to literally murder one of them and not get robbed or anything.
Yeah, I think you're kind of swaying me
guns,
here now.
but it's still like I was like that Gucci is like ready for
if he
whatever.
if he wasn't mesmerized by the pussy to the point where he couldn't fight, there's no way that any weird shit that Uzi does is gonna be able to throw him off, even if he's on all the pills to take him off his game where he can't. If all he has to worry about is fucking Uzi up, and he doesn't have to worry about like seeing if his stroke game is good. I think that, I guess you're swaying my opinion now. I think you're right.
Because that's a Gucci that I'm just like, this guy's just going to, like, he might even just be like, have a moment where, like, why is he doing this weird shit? And then he just might just be like,
I'm gonna kill
fuck
him.
this weird shit. I'm just going to go stomp his fucking head in.
Yeah.
And just, like, literally stomp him until his brains are leaking out. So I think I just made my official decision. I'm going with Gucci, and I'm going with it, like, fairly strong.
What do you think, round 1 TKO?
Well, I mean, are we talking, I guess we haven't discussed this further. But the battle royale, I always just think of it as like just a straight like
deathmatch. Okay,
deathmatch. So you just fight to literally just no weapons, just you versus the other person. Like I said, loser leaves in a casket. Winner gets just is continuing to breathe.
I think the only way that I'm now agreeing with your take. I think that Gucci takes it just from a matter of just eye of the tiger and like alpha male sense. But I also think there's one way that Uzi could win, and if he runs around the outside of the cage like Sonic the Hedgehog until like Gucci just like falls asleep, and then he'll just kill him.
If he just got really dizzy off the lean,
and
he just is like
he just made a vortex around him, ran so fast. Uzi's fast, like we said.
Maybe I would say maybe even that day you just catch him on a bad day. He drinks so much lean that he's asleep.
Yeah,
and
like
then
Snorlax, like
it's a pretty
Gucci's Snorlax.
It's pretty tough to win a fight when you're asleep.
Yeah,
I would if Gucci did fall asleep at any point in the fight, I'm gonna give the nod to Uzi.
So,
but I'm going to assume for the case of argument that he does not fall asleep.
He only had half a pint of lean.
That he drank enough lean that he's still that fat Gucci, but not enough lean that he dozed off.
Yeah, I agree. So, I think that barring any crazy circumstances or any like superhero speed from Uzi, I think Gucci's taking the cake.
I think this is me raising Gucci's hand in victory, as Uzi is dead along with all his friends. It's tough to see.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Uzi. All right, this is the part of the show, our last segment. We're going to go smoke this fucking J. We're going to come back, and we're going to have whatever crazy high thought comes to our mind to end the goddamn show. Stay tuned.
All right, so I guess we're back on 808'S Smoke Break.
We're back. A little higher. My man Jetski's
higher.
sipping on that oh-so-elegant Pellegrino.
I put Pellegrino in my water bottle. We don't have water bottles here anymore, so we just have to fill stuff up at the water fountain, or the water cooler. I should say water fountain. That sounds like we're in public school. But instead, I put Pellegrino in it, and it was delightful. It was a delightful surprise.
Glass bottled water is just so rich. It's just rich as fuck.
It is
like
rich
even at a restaurant when they like, even though that's just probably from the tap.
It is from the tap.
When they put like the like just a
done
clear bottle of water that they fill your water glasses with, you just feel rich as fuck.
You feel a lot better.
But Pellegrino, it just sounds good.
It just sounds good.
You say it elegantly, elegant Pellegrino.
So
Pellegrino. So this is High Thoughts.
We just took part in a little
just smoked a little
J action.
Little pre-roll. Those pre-roll with the Keith Lace, you know what I'm talking about, you stoners. Extra.
We're going to deliver you
extra nice.
A thought that we conjured up in the last hour or so, a high thought, one we can elaborate on, maybe changes the way we're looking at the outside world.
Change the way you look. Change your perspective on life. Broaden your horizons, the way you think about things. Open your mind. like a fucking volcano, just blasting away. Just think about like a volcano, all the thing. Like I wonder what that beautiful lava that blares out looks like when it's inside. It's just cooking up.
It's like a chili, but it's like a if you burnt all of the ingredients, so everything would get super hot, but all the ingredients are just black.
Kind of like the like it's like when you take like a dab, like the oil dab, and you just when you really torch the fuck out of it. Yeah. Maybe you like have it set where it's just burn. You like forget it's on.
Lava probably is the worst way to go out, just because it's not truly fire and it's hotter than fire, and it's going to just roll over your body and just slowly burn you to death. Like, it's not going to be a quick.
This may sound like a stupid question.
Actually, no, you definitely go in flames.
I was going to say, do you think like if say someone just dumped like a bucket of lava on you, like you'd dump a bucket of water on someone, would you just instantly die, or do you think you could survive that?
I don't know. It's like kind of like a Han Solo effect, because he didn't get put in lava, but he got like put into like he was like, I guess, like encased in metal and like frozen. But I feel like it would it would completely cover your body and then just burn you from like the inside. It would almost cocoon you over. It would be like a cocoon of fire.
Would it just like dissolve? Would it just like dissolve you?
I just have to say that a lava temperature is between 700 and 1200 degrees, which means in Fahrenheit that's 1300 and 2200. So no, a little water is not going to save you from a lava splash.
Well, did you just
go up in flames instantly? I guess if it hits you. So that's what happens when lava takes shit on. Yeah, I actually thinking now. I've seen a video of like lava just going down the street and just like eating cars. It just like engulfs them and then they become fire. Like it's not even they burn, just you're fire now.
See, that's kind of what I thought about a person, but then there was this weird part of me that I was like, maybe you could like shake that off, like not like shake it off, but maybe
it's not. It's like you're getting tar and feathered in the 1700s.
Your entire body would just be like engulfed in just like hot goo. Yeah. But like, so I feel like that probably
it's like if you got slimed on like Nickelodeon.
Yes, that's why I said like
guts.
That was how I tried to say it. Like,
except that
I just
stuff
think of that, but orange.
Is as hot as the sun. And
like that, but orange. And then that's why I said like that's why I tried to use an analogy of like how you just like dump a bottle like a huge bucket of water on someone. They're just like you just kind of instantly just become like soaking wet like the top half of your body if you just do that with the lava. I guess.
Have you ever seen someone like throw a bucket of water on a fire?
Yeah.
It doesn't do much.
Yeah, not
so
really.
think of your entire body is covered in lava.
But that's what I was thinking.
And
like,
you got a little garbage pail and you just tip it over. Yeah,
but that's also partly but spin zone on that. How you're saying like you dump a big bucket of water on like it doesn't do much like. But if you just dump a bucket of lava, like maybe some of it just like run off me, like some of it.
Are you saying you could survive a lava engulfing?
Is
that what you're trying to make a case for?
I think
surviving lava?
I've got tough skin.
Tough skin.
I don't know,
bro. You fucking burn like a ham, like a Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving turkey?
Thanksgiving. Christmas ham.
Mm-hmm. Especially a Thanksgiving ham.
I feel like you can have ham on Thanksgiving.
I feel like there's weird, like those like what the weirdos families eat, like weirdo ass families.
You call me pork.
No, I'm saying on Thanksgiving though, like ham on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I always have ham on Thanksgiving.
Wait, hold on. Say that again.
I always have ham.
But do you have turkey?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. That's still like a little odd, but not like that. It's all good. Like as long as you have a turkey.
Yeah, if you're no turkey.
Honestly, I don't even care if no one touches it. If you just have a turkey, like you're good. Because I feel like there's a weirdo families
turkey?
who like that'd be a little weird. Maybe at least if it was in a cage.
You should have,
or maybe you could have both and just like flex on them.
In order to
like,
take
yo, you
want
to act up.
You should have to hunt your turkey. I think that should be a law.
Nah, dude, that's so much work.
Yeah,
I just want to fry it. I don't even like to be the fryer. I just want like someone there to fry it, and then I'll eat it. You
don't want to help catch it?
No.
What if you could trap it? What if you could set traps so we could
It's definitely faster than me and quicker.
Yeah, it's an animal. That's how. But we have stronger minds. That's how we conquered the earth.
I feel like
then I have to conquer the turkey.
I am known to be a marksman. I could shoot. I have a good shot.
I think that should be a good rule we put in place.
I've never really shot a gun, but I was a decent shooter of a basketball growing up, so I feel like it's all kind of comes like it's like a depth perception thing, like a hand-eye thing.
Yeah, I feel like turkeys are probably pretty mean though. If you're trying to hunt them,
but that's what I was saying. Like, but obviously you're hunting with a gun, right? Is that what you hunt turkey with? You don't hunt turkey with a gun?
You can. I'm saying for the new rule of America, you have to hunt it with a bow in order to get Thanksgiving. It'll teach everyone, one, how to hunt if the fucking zombie apocalypse happens and you need to catch your own food and there's no more government. boom. And it also like makes you in touch with the roots of what the holiday's all about. Actually, that's fucked up because the holiday was just us about slaughtering Indians with bows and arrows. This is a bad idea.
I mean, I just want to have like a live turkey in a cage in the corner, so me and my whole family could just flex on it and just be like, "Yo, keep running that fucking your ugly ass gobble."
You're about to be.
I'm gonna toss one of you in the fucking fryer, like your boy over here, about to eat his fucking leg whole.
You're about to be Quiz 3
with
bro.
a smile on my face. eat your fucking brother's leg with a smile on my face. Eat his leg. He's fried. You see his head's not there because I chopped it off. I didn't chop it off, but some guy did, and then I bought it from him.
I think we have to go turkey hunting. Me and you.
That'd be
because you got a lot of anger towards turkeys. So if
No,
you
I
had
just
less
like to
anger, I
flex.
think if you understood the animal and you knew what it took to
I have a chip on my
capture it,
shoulder.
we're going to get that chip away, and we're going to hit it with next November. Me and you are both going to go bow hunting and kill a turkey.
I know a guy that hunts. We could probably make that happen.
All right. I wanted to share with you. I shared before that I had a high thought when I was last night. I smoked a little J-bomb to the face before bed, and I was laying in bed, and I just was thinking about like how many years 2019 years are, and I was like, damn, the world's been, and that's only.
Oh my god!
That's only
my mind just exploded.
So, but that's only like recorded history, and then there's obviously the Earth's been around like millions of years, if not billions. And in that time, like we don't know if there's the end of the world hasn't happened, obviously, because it's still here. But like the end of humanity could happen literally at any second. How it's just like a chance that like we don't get hit with like a giant asteroid tomorrow and everyone's dead. I was thinking like, what would you do if you were in like the crisis of the world ending? Like it just happened tomorrow. Like tomorrow, alien invasion. You have like the government just tells us, yes, the U.S. is under seizure by aliens. Like sorry.
This is disgusting. That this is my first thought.
Like, what would your last actions be during an alien invasion?
This is so disgusting that my first thought was just to like probably put like a bunch of money on something and like gamble on like a sport, like on like a game.
No, sports are gone, bro. Like it's just like
no, but I'm saying like
stage are up in flames.
But I'm saying like I'm such an asshole. Like I don't have many hobbies, and like one of my biggest hobby is just gambling on things on sports.
Yeah,
or rolling dice and shit. So. That's probably like that was the. I'm not gonna lock that as my answer is what I would do, but it's disgusting that how much of a degenerate I am. That was what like popped in my head.
But what would your plan of attack be? Like, how would you go about like finding out?
If
You're saying if
it's 100% lock, like I'm gonna die like tomorrow, and we're all gonna die tomorrow,
or it's just impending doom. Like, are you gonna just like off yourself? Are you gonna fucking try to fight the aliens? Are you gonna try hide off on a remote island? Like, what would you do in crisis mode if the apocalypse is dooming?
out of those three options, I'd probably try to hide on an island and just do something cool.
That's what I was thinking too.
Because like
we can't take if they're here, they're definitely stronger than us. So
yeah, I don't want smoke with the aliens.
Yeah,
and if it's impending that I'm gonna die, I'm definitely not taking my own life. I'm definitely gonna, even though I don't like. There's something about me that doesn't hate that move because it's kind of like fuck you scumbags. Like you're not gonna kill me. If I'm going out myself. I'm not saying kill yourselves, kids, but that just popped in my head, and I was you know what? If some guy had that demeanor and explained that was his reasoning, I'd be like, you know what? Like, God bless.
I'd try to if you could. I feel like if you could get off to an island, like even a remote island in like a fucking like lake or anywhere, like in a lake town or something, like just a small one, you could just like build a little hut in. I think you'd be okay for a long time.
Oh, but I was coming with the perspective that like you're just dead, like you're just dying. That's it. If there was like a way to, I would definitely go through all possibilities to get through it. But if it's like, I thought you were saying like just completely like 100% like.
Well, if you go hide out, like you're just gonna die of like natural causes. Like the aliens are gonna take over. It's just a matter of you can like stand with like hiding from them your whole life.
Hold on, I have another thought. I tend to be a chameleon. I feel like I adapt pretty well when I go places. I might try to kick it with the aliens. I might try to be one with them. Live in their community if I like what they're about.
I don't know if they're dude, I don't think they'd be welcoming. I think if anyone comes here, they come here to just fuck.
But I'd be like, you know what, like you see those scumbag humans over there, like that's not me. Like I see what you guys are about. Like I like your vibe. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm feeling you guys. Like what do you say we give this a shot? Like maybe I'll pass in my blunt. I'm like, we just kick it. Like I'll show them all this like crazy music that I'll show them like some like 9 Lil Wayne and shit. And they'll be like, yo, this shit's fire. And I'll be like, hell yeah, it's fire. Like, you want some more of this shit? I got it all on this phone because I bet aliens don't have phones. I'll show them all this cool shit and I'll just be one of them.
You're forgetting that they got to our planet though, so they probably have like some type of superior technology.
But I mean, if you really
They've
think about
seen
it,
phones.
like anyone could pull up on us from like another world.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe they just have faster travel and they just skip the whole cell phone
what's
part.
stopping someone from like just like not just like dropping a fucking boulder like right on this like building that's on top of us right now?
Like that could happen. Just an asteroid could just smack the fucking shit out of us.
We wouldn't know a goddamn thing.
No, and it would just kill us all. Like
exactly
instantly.
We'd be fucked. That's why I don't even like think too much about the conspiracy theories about like the world's gonna end all this shit. I'm like, yo, if the world ends, the world just fucking ends. What the fuck am I gonna do about it? If the world ends, I'm part of the world. We're fucked.
Yeah, I guess you put my whole point to rest. Fuck.
Like we're fucked. If the world's just gonna end, that's why I said like I'll probably just like do what I normally would do when I get home from work. Like just like
until I get killed.
Throw like a couple $100 in like a basketball game or something and like see what happens. Like I'll probably or like now like hockey's starting to be hockey. I don't know, whatever. I would be depressed if I had to bet on hockey because like I'm a fan of like playoff hockey and all that. I didn't grow up like a huge hockey fan, so I feel like I'd be a little depressed if it had to be like hockey. I'd prefer it to be like football or something, or like college basketball. But take what you can get.
You'd probably get good odds at Vegas for like length of time before Earth explodes.
Yeah, but then I couldn't even collect.
Yeah, you're right.
With the gamble, maybe the game ends by the time it's over. I see the money go in the account and then I just evaporate.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even get to touch the money, but I went
evaporating is probably.
Although,
bad,
how depressing would it be to just go out like you bet on like a 2-point favorite, they lose by like 30, and then you just die. You're just like, I'm a fucking loser.
Yeah, that would suck. I gotta.
Fuck.
So also, I have a theory about two Hollywood figures. I think Lil Uzi is Prince reincarnated. They're both. I think he's like the Prince of. This is gonna be a hot take, but I think depending on
they're both
his next
small.
album, but listen, like
the satanic version.
Like Uzi is just like our generation's Prince in the sense that like he does make. Listen,
I think that was even hotter.
I think it's
okay.
I'll back it up.
I think it's less hot saying that he's the reincarnated version than that he's like.
Okay,
our
so reincarnated.
one.
I'll say reincarnated because I don't want to say like I wasn't there when Prince was like blowing up. Just from what I know about him, from listening to his music, he's very experimentational. When he first came around, he had like a weird feminine energy like he did. He went as he said he was like asexual for a little bit, became just like a symbol, changed his name to a symbol for like a period of time. Like he was very like gender fluid almost. I feel like Uzi's kind of like gender fluid. Like you see the videos of him walking into barbershops and like dapping people up, while like he walks in kind of femininely.
Yeah, he kind of walks like a Victoria's Secret model on a runway, sort of.
100%.
But like always.
And it's like he walks this way, but he like is still respected by like dudes. Like apparently he was like a tough dude in Philly when he was younger, but he's also very tiny.
Rich the Kid, he wanted all the smoke.
Yeah, exactly.
He was ready to bang with Rich the Kid, like ready to throw hands right here in this block. Everyone watching, and Rich the Kid was not about it, and he is significantly bigger.
And the same way as Uzi,
at least taller. He's taller, 100%. For sure.
Like they're both. Uzi's
small.
He's a little like stocky at the time.
Uzi's got a little bit of like a little
wrestler's body,
like a Lil Wayne to him, like where he's like 5'6", but he's got like a little.
He reminds me of Geo dude.
He's got like kind of like some pecs a little bit. Like he's got like kind of like a fit build, even though like all he does is like smoke weed and shit. But he still kind of has a like naturally just like fit like solid body. Like he like goes to the gym.
Yeah, and also he has a really like acclaimed musical selection for people like in his generation. Like I'm not gonna say old heads love Uzi, but like people our age love Uzi. I'm sure when Prince was popping, like old heads didn't like that music. They were listening to fucking Frank Sinatra still. So I feel like there's just so many parallels and just like the whole feminine energy thing. I was thinking about it the other day. Like Uzi is Prince reincarnated. It's him.
It could be. That'd be some shit. When did Prince die?
Well, yeah, Prince died in like 20.
No, but I was gonna say when did Prince die and when did Uzi pop? Yeah. Because Prince could have died and then kind of his like.
Oh,
okay,
no,
so
Uzi was already popping.
Yeah, Uzi was in 2016. Okay, so Uzi was big before that.
But maybe his energy is like if Prince is going to transfer his energy to any artist, it would be fucking Lil Uzi.
I think that'd be a good choice. It's almost like maybe that's when No, this was definitely before. I was gonna say maybe all my friends are XO Tour Life. All my friends are dead. That was maybe a maybe that was like a Prince inspiration.
That'd be crazy, bro. Like,
all my friends are dead.
He's writing songs from the dead. Prince is channeling him to write that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
I gotta start like actually listening to like Prince's music though, so I can like back up these comments with like musical fact. I think I heard like Purple Rain. That's about it.
That's it. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here in front. I haven't listened to much Prince at all. I probably couldn't name.
But they look the fuck.
I couldn't name a song besides Purple Rain. But
and you know Prince.
That's just being 24.
Bitches.
I think. Oh, dude, he probably was fucking everything. Well, I remember I think it was Willie said they like that his list. He had like a back in the day like a Derek Jeter type list
Prince
for
did?
that era.
Can we pull that up? Can we see? Can we just like?
See, but I feel like with Prince, it'd be girls that we wouldn't even like comprehend how hot they were at the time. Like, cause when I think of like a kill list, like Derek Jeter's the king in my mind. Like name like the hot like the 10 like hottest actresses. He's like banged all of them. Like Jessica Biel, Jessica Alba, Mariah Carey,
his day.
Like Tyra Banks, Minka Kelly, who was Lila Garrity in Friday Night Lights, absolute rocket ship. Cooper is playing a Prince song for us right now to take us out.
Oh, I've heard this bitch.
Oh yeah, I've heard this. Okay.
What do you say? You know you got to do.
Okay, Jetski knows it. I've definitely heard it. I don't like know the lyrics.
He's like Young Thug, bro. Like, oh, I know the hook.
Yeah, like, see, this is so crazy to me. People like the old heads try to be like, oh, like I can't understand what like they're saying, bro. Like, I can barely understand what he's saying right now. Like, I can barely understand what he's saying. He literally sounds like Young Thug to me, dead ass. Just like a little higher pitch and like less auto tune.
You put auto tune on fucking Prince, probably sounds sick. To be my girl. That was dope. Yeah, Prince fucked bitches. That shit was fire.
And you know what the crazy thing is? This is just bringing this conversation back full circle. We like this didn't even start like with a high idea. It just all of a sudden you brought up lava, and then it just. I think I said something about the way lava looked, and then or coming out or whatever. What it looks like inside,
transitioned into
and
Prince.
then somehow we made our way to Prince. And that's the kind of things that I feel like you should expect on 808's and Smoke Breaks.
That's a fucking fact.
That's the way it's
organized
chaos. Things get a little off the rails sometimes, but it's always in a box.
Sometimes
it's in a box, in a hot box.
Yeah.
God bless. Stay high. Don't be afraid to take a smoke break every now and then.
It's good for you.
We'll be back next week.
See you later.
No masterpiece. 10 bad bitches and they after me. One bad bitch look like a masterpiece. Looking for a dunk like an athlete. Big drip, what you